And just this morning, I learned something super interesting that I didn't know. So I started a blog on my website, which is watercolorpour.com, Pour. And on that website, I only have two posts so far. One is all about watercolor pouring, and one is about all the tools that I use to paint with. And on there, I list my dot card colors and two colors that I've never been able to live without. And those two colors are the beautiful sepia and Payne's gray. And what I really love about these two colors and why they're on pretty much all of my palettes is that when I combine them, a little thing here, I get a color that I call my best black. And I love this black because I can cool it with the Paynes or warm it with the sepia and then, water down. It's also a lovely, lovely gray. There we go. And the sepia as well. Something I love about the sepia is that it has kind of like this pepper, that granulation is what I like to call it. So the thought of losing these or not having these is overwhelming. But I learned something about them just today that I never knew before, and that is that these are not vegan colors. So they actually come from bone black. So bone black pigment 9, pigment black 9 is in both of them. I had no idea. I didn't know. And I had no idea. So I just thought to myself, well, for one thing, I definitely want to offer a substitute, a vegan substitute. And the color that I thought of right away is the Van Dyck Brown. Oh my gosh, if I can open this thing. Okay. And the Van Dyck Brown is not going to be as warm as the sepia, but it is very, very dark. See that? So wow, it's much, much cooler than the sepia. The sepia is very warm, but if I wanted to have a dark brown, like a black brown, because that's what I considered my sepia, would Van Dyck be a nice alternative color? And then the other color I thought of, now of course Payne's blue-gray would be a good substitute, but what about the Sodalite? So I will definitely want to have substitutes on my palette for people who do not want to use non-vegan colors. Let's see what the Sodalite looks like. I mean, so yeah, the Sodalite is much more bluer than the Payne's gray, but in a painting, would anybody be able to tell? I mean, the Sodalite's gorgeous, isn't it? And the Van Dyck isn't such a bad color either. But what if I wanted to mix them? Would I get a best black? Let's see. I think I have to mix them in a well. You know what's crazy is my eye is so attracted to these colors right now. And these are old friends, right? These are friends that I've had for such a long time. So to be thinking about switching things up. I had another professional artist tell me, why use sepia when you can use Van Dyck? Let me know in the comments if I'm pronouncing that. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to mix the two up and see what I get. Guys, that is a pretty good black. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and water it down. Yeah, I would say that the Sodalite, while it's not as dark in value as the Payne's gray, if you add that dark Van Dyke in. Look at this, guys. That's pretty beautiful. I mean, it's a lovely gray color, isn't it? Let's come down here. Yeah, I think that will be the substitute I would recommend. So for anybody who has, ooh, I like how the Van Dyke color is pulling. This is gorgeous. What do you guys think? I'm blown away. I mean, look at how blue Sodalite is. So you get this beautiful gray blue on your palette, and you get this beautiful deep dark brown, and together you definitely get a gorgeous black. Yep. All right, so I'm just gonna take my notes real quick. So that was Sepia and that was Payne's. This is the Van Dyck and then the Sodalite. If you guys had to pick, which two colors would you choose? Would you choose the Sepia and Payne's or the Van Dyck and the Sodalite? Let's see. Pam says, I use Sodalite too. Nicola says Sodalite is one of my favorites. Yeah, you know what, you guys? I think we just leveled up our black. I mean, look at how much darker the black is. Remember up here, I mixed that black, and look at how much lighter in value it is. How exciting. Nicola says, Van Dyck and Sodalite for me. I use Sodalite instead of Payne's Gray, and you can already see that these are magic mixers. So I think those will go well. All right, guys. Just so you know, this little section we just did will be a part of our learning capsules, and that is a little video in a video that I pull out of these live streams and I put in the public section of my YouTube. So go ahead and check those out. So they're called live stream previews. So, okay, let's get back to our painting. Our discovery we made, which was the Van Dyck Brown in place of the Sepia. So these could be interchangeable, and the Sodalite and Payne's Gray, how those can be interchangeable. And we found this new, I mean, look at how deep black that is. So basically the Van Dyck and the Sodalite makes this beautiful range of grays, but also gives this interesting black. But the really cool thing is the brown pulls from the blue, and so you get color separations. Isn't that beautiful? So hope you guys enjoyed the lesson.